Have you ever had a day where everything is objectively fine? No threats, no drama, no bad news, yet your body still acts like something is about to happen? You're sitting in your room, you're safe, you could even be comfortable, and still your chest feels tight. Your mind scans for problems. You feel on edge, like you forgot something important, like you're 1 second away from being caught. It's a strange kind of fear because there's nothing to point at, and that's what makes it terrifying. When you can't name the danger, your brain starts becoming the danger. This feeling is not a character flaw. It's not you being weak. It's not overthinking in a cute way. It's your nervous system doing exactly what it learned to do: stay ready. The problem is that your brain can learn readiness so deeply that it stops needing a real reason. It starts treating calm like a trick. A human brain is built to predict. It's always running a background program that asks, what's next? What could go wrong? How do I prevent pain? When your life has been relatively steady, that prediction system is flexible. It can relax because it trusts the pattern. But if your life taught you that safety is temporary, if peace was followed by chaos, if good moments were followed by punishment, if love came with conditions, then your brain builds a different model of reality. It learns that calm is not a signal to rest. Calm is a signal that you're missing something. For many people, that's the real trauma response. Not flashbacks, not obvious panic. It's hypervigilance, the constant, quiet monitoring of everything. Your senses stay slightly turned up. You listen for tone changes. You read faces. You track messages. You check the room. You check your own emotions. You check other people's emotions. And you do it so automatically that it feels like me. But it's not personality. It's adaptation. Hypervigilance often begins in environments where the rules were unclear. Maybe someone in your home could explode without warning. Maybe love could turn cold in a second. Maybe you had to be good to keep peace. Maybe you became the emotional weather reporter, trying to predict storms before they arrived. A nervous system raised inside unpredictability doesn't develop a stable sense of safety. It develops a stable sense of preparation. And preparation is addictive in a strange way. Because if you're always scanning, it feels like you're in control. It feels like you're doing something. Your brain believes that vigilance prevents pain. So when nothing is wrong, your brain doesn't celebrate. Panics because it doesn't know what to do with that emptiness. It starts searching for a target. That's why you can feel unsafe even in a quiet room. Because safety is not just the absence of danger. Safety is the presence of trust. Trust in your environment, trust in your relationships, trust in your own body. If your nervous system never learned that trust, then the body stays ready as if the danger is invisible. This is where the brain becomes very specific. The amygdala, the part often described as the alarm system, doesn't care about logic. It cares about patterns. If your past taught your body that certain situations led to pain, your alarm can trigger from things that look harmless now. Silence, waiting, someone taking too long to reply, a calm tone that feels too calm, a good day that feels suspicious. To the thinking mind, these are neutral. To the survival brain, they are familiar. And familiar sometimes means danger. When the alarm triggers, your body shifts states. Stress hormones rise. Muscles tighten. Breathing becomes shallow. Your attention narrows. You become more sensitive to small cues. Then your mind tries to explain the body. This is important. The body often reacts first, and the mind comes later to create a story. So you feel tension, and your brain says, why am I tense? Then it scans your life for a reason, and it finds one. It will grab anything. A mistake you made years ago, a conversation you need to have, a future scenario, a health fear, a relationship doubt. The thought isn't always the cause. Sometimes it's the brain trying to justify the feeling. This is how chronic anxiety survives. Not because you're irrational, but because your brain hates uncertainty. It would rather be wrong than be unprepared. It would rather predict pain than be surprised by it. So it keeps you slightly afraid as a form of insurance. There's another layer that many people don't realize. If you grew up with emotional responsibility, your nervous system may equate safety with performance. You feel safe when you're doing something, fixing, helping, planning, achieving, pleasing. When you finally rest, your identity loses its job. Your body interprets stillness as vulnerability. That's why you can feel guilty while relaxing, or restless when things are quiet, or uneasy on vacation. If your brain learned that you survive by managing life, then calm feels like losing your weapons. And sometimes the fear isn't even about danger. Sometimes it's about happiness. If you've been hurt after good moments, your nervous system learns a painful rule. If I feel good, something bad will follow. This creates a protective numbness. You hold back joy. You don't fully settle into peace. You keep part of yourself braced because you don't want to fall from a height. In psychology, this can look like anticipatory anxiety, but inside the body, it's a simple strategy. Don't let the guard down, because the guard down once cost you. That's also why people who have lived through chronic stress often feel most anxious when life finally becomes stable. When you leave the chaotic environment, the nervous system doesn't instantly update. It keeps running the old settings. Imagine leaving a battlefield and walking into a quiet house, but your hearing is still tuned for explosions. That's what stability can feel like. Your body is present, but it's still living in the old world. So what do you do with this? First, you stop treating the feeling as evidence. Feeling unsafe doesn't mean you are unsafe. It means your body is in a protective state. This is a huge difference. If you mistake the state for reality, you will keep feeding the loop. You'll keep looking for threats, and your brain will keep providing them. Second, you understand that regulation is not a thought. It's a biological skill. Your nervous system doesn't calm down because you tell it, relax. It calms down when it experiences repeated proof that calm is survivable. That proof comes through consistency, grounding, and safe repetition. Simple things can begin retraining. Slower breathing that tells the vagus nerve, we are not running. Gentle movement that discharges tension. Predictable routines that reduce uncertainty, and relationships where your feelings don't get punished. Third, you learn to separate your present from your past. Many people say, I know I'm safe, but the body doesn't know. The body learns through sensation, not through reasoning. If your past taught your body that safety can vanish, it will not trust words. It will trust experience. This is why healing is often slow. You are not convincing the mind. You are educating the body. And if you've ever judged yourself for this, if you've thought, why can't I just be normal? It might help to hear this clearly. Your nervous system is not broken. It's loyal. It is trying to protect you using the best map it has. The goal is not to hate that protector. The goal is to update it. A good question to ask yourself when you feel that quiet fear is not what's wrong, but what does my body think it's preparing for? Because that question leads you to your history, not your shame. It reveals the old pattern. The fear of being abandoned, the fear of being blamed, the fear of losing control, the fear of suddenly being unsafe emotionally. When you name the pattern, you stop chasing random thoughts, and you start seeing the real mechanism. With time, what changes isn't that life becomes perfectly safe. What changes is that your body learns it doesn't have to live in permanent readiness. Calm stops feeling suspicious. Silence stops feeling like punishment. A good day stops feeling like a trap. You begin to experience safety not as a fragile moment you have to protect, but as a state you can return to. If you feel unsafe even when nothing is wrong, you're not imagining things. You're noticing something real, a nervous system stuck in survival mode. And the most powerful part is this: survival mode is not your identity. It's a setting, and settings can be changed.